Hello everybody, my name is Dirtcraft, and yet I'm finally back once again. Now, I've always been hearing about the lies progression. Now, there's such memes and such that by the time that if we ever able to get to complete it, but yet it becomes uncompletable due to the amount of days we have in the season. But, right now, since during 4 weekends, which specifically Saturday, Sunday, that is a 10 times progression, which will be 300,000 totals that 3 million. Now, we do. Matter of fact, we are on our way to be getting out of it. We are 2/3 of the way on the like quest line. Now, keeping matter of fact in mind that since things are speeding up now, I didn't expect for the moon to go reaching 100% in day one of the week of progression. But things are completing fast. And since according to Bungie, things is being updated every 50 to 1 hour. So you have to keeping things in mind to it's probably to the best check every hour or so. So such. But yeah, it is insane right now that things is getting being done. Now, I also did a couple of runs here and there, although it can be a little bit boringish. But I very know that the ones that are dedicated to the quest line, since there's good things about the shotgun or fat winner's lie, and yet then for it to be interesting since they have it as a new archetype, the shop package. Now, now things as such that the aggressive frame to have shop package as intrinsic, not as a unique pinnacle like perk. It makes it very interesting. Now, coming from the fact that the shotgun roll is also rolling with full choke, that the when you aim down sights, titles that the pellets becomes more consistent, more compact, but you lose precision damage, which I believe was roughly 10 to 20% depending on the archetype. But I think since it's aggressive, it'll probably lose 20% of that, but it will do a lot of damage. So, aside from that, it is a PvP oriented shotgun. Now, there are some things that that probably will get a leg up from most other things that not just the aggressive, but able to have two fantastic perks that's shown before Slice Shot, Opening Shot. But also they also got Quick Draw and also that which is Four-Pole Weapon. Four-Pole Weapon causes a 20% increase at let's see. Uh actually yeah, it's actually a 20% increase on the shotgun. I know it's 15% on a sniper rifle, but it is a counterpart, though. I could probably say something else, but it's all around there. It's probably your 15-20% increase. Yet then, yet if anybody ever mentioned about the bow, well, yet then the bow does have a 60% increase, but that's probably depending the weapon type and archetype as well. Besides from that, so that's if it is according to its curated ritual like status, perks, and having a range master work as well. Now, The aim assist seems to be decent. Now, I probably yet to, if not, if I would either try to either go for target adjuster to have his aim assist, so it'll register a little bit more better than that if the Feltrunner's eye is able to be passed towards that step. I do know that there's many other steps that is coming along with it, and it is going to be very interesting as we go back. Now, I don't know if there is a deal, but it seems to that there is some sort of fight involved if there is something towards the end of the step. Now, specifically, it had asked you that when Rasputin wanted to show you something that I don't know if you're going to be going into the secret chamber that's there in the Feltrunners Peak Mountain, since there is rumors about the Siva chamber, or it could be the one that's sitting there in the moon, which we all know about, and it could either go in there or could even try to glitch in there. And it is relatively easy to access, that any class could do. Yeah, swords aren't necessary half the time, but you do whatever. So, as we are loading up to the destination, I'm just gonna quickly get my gear up. Besides, I usually use with my gear is usually a lightweight, but just because I just feel like just running a little bit faster with the. But although weirdly enough, swords do have their own secret perk, which has been present since Destiny 1, which is when you have it out that you get a slight bonus. I think it was like a 0.5 mobility bonus, which will be equivalent to 5 mobility. Yeah, because the values before is Destiny 1, but now we're here in the year 2 status, yet the things are going from 1 to 100, or 0 to 100. And I believe that this is going to be a final resting place for the shotgun. And when we are there, things is going to be seen. So this is probably what Bungie probably has, since it is a actual room as well. It can be loaded in, and I have seen videos of it before of how to get in, and there is a small hole in the ground that you could literally just jump out of, which I believe should be at the base of maybe that one right there. Should be somewhere. Oh, no, it's that one over here. Should be a hole right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So we get on this dark spot. Then we go over here. Then we get on this invisible wall. I mean, this stone wall looking object here. Now, So now taking a little bit of a look here is that there is a opening right over here, and this is where we're gonna load in access, since there is a loading point. Here's so get on here, and then we're gonna force the game to load up. And this is probably where I gotta believe this is when we're going to access that secret room. Now I don't know if there's gonna be bunker clearance involved, but other than that, is going to be a little bit of interesting thing. I don't think the game can load up yet, or probably the. It doesn't look like it's loaded up. So we're doing it live here, but says there's a room section. Now, I've seen before that somebody used a Titan to get up in the elevator shaft, since seamlessly that's where. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Notice Bungie probably changed it. Oh, but I could show it off during the bunker clearance, because there is a specific finisher that can allow you to glitch the walls as well. Now, I was maybe unable to try to find my way in there. With the finisher, there's probably a lot more specific spots to probably go to, because whenever you activate it, whenever you're pressing O on it, then it'll allow you to glitch through there. And sometimes you could get underneath in the map, sometimes it'll shoot you way outside of the map, and sometimes you'll still remain on the map, but there'll be like weird invisible walls. But right over here, behind the walls in this room, this is right where the entrance is. But what's so weird, if there's a switch somewhere up over there, activate the hatch, but it's just a blast hatch, supposed to prevent bullets and stuff. It's kind of like how the old Destiny 1 Saber 2 is. Yeah, there it goes. So we did manage to get ourselves glitched because I used this finisher. So right over here, this is where the elevator shaft is. This is where our final place there is. There's a whole new map that is able to get you where you need to go. I believe I hit a wall here. So, yeah. So there's that specific area right over there. That dark rectangular box. I believe this is where what we're going to go through before anything else. Besides, I do need to get a little bit further in if I need to get a closer look. And I believe we could probably get ourselves, if not towards the top of the map. Which I need to go a little bit more deeper. So, as I'm getting my face murdered off. Because probably clearing out the moon is probably the worst one. Enemies are pretty decent, especially the ogres. There's an yeah, there it goes. And I believe right where the ogre is probably a good spot for me to glitch out. I'll probably screw this one up, but okay. Yeah, we could probably get out through here. Or if somebody kills me, well, finisher. But I'm very sure we all got the good idea of where it is. Although that room is pretty much old news, but this is where I'm definitely going to theorize on that this is where we are going to end up in. That was a kill barrier. I think I should have probably just down on the edges. So as we are glitching out here, might as well break the glitch. I think I have to probably go to the boss room just for that. Besides, I believe Bunch probably changed things up. There's probably something that probably either did update and change in that room or not. So here we are, very near, and obviously right here there is an entrance right here somehow. Alright, so we are out here. If we could get on this spot here. Oh no, I launched myself. Oh, this is so bad. Alright. Second time. So this is where it exactly is. As my controller is always acting up funny. It always wants to move by itself. But yeah, this is exactly where the room is, but some reason I cannot glitch my way in there, or I have not even tried hard enough just to try to see what specific spot there is. I know there's gotta be a way in specifically for this to happen. So, we are going to skip the boss fight. We're just gonna go into that complete darkness here. It's probably the closest we got here now. No, most of this is complete darkness, and I believe this is probably a shaft here. And we're going beyond that. Will get us to where's that? So there's a wall here, obviously, but that's right where the room is. So we just jump down here, then we could get in. So to try to see where I'm at. Yeah, but yeah, this is right where the room was before. And I believe I could probably trick the game to do that to me, but I don't know how effective it's that. 2, 1. Yeah. But yeah, so this is actually a dark corridor here. But besides from that, there's no illumination, there's no lights whatsoever. But other than there is a Destiny 1 concept art about a cell, and seemingly there's some sort of SIVA technology sticking out of it. And that's what it is, and it's also marked with Rasputin's markings as well. So yeah, this is probably going to predict. Other than I was just failing to get into the place, but it is really dark in there, and unlike from most other videos, you can hardly see anything. Because once you get past a certain point, your ghost turns off because there's probably something that's supposed to trigger a cutscene, and then you're supposed to walk up towards something and collect the Feltwinter's Lie shotgun. And this is probably what is going to happen. Now, I ain't 100% sure, but theorizing it, and this is also speculation as well, because yet then, like, I don't know why Bungie would leave this secret room there, and it is unnamed, unmarked, and it is completely finished, as many could say, because there isn't anything like missing textures or anything. There is textures there. The room was full of terminals and network machines and stuff like that. So Yeah, so it is going to be a weird one. But right over here, and fell through a hole. I was about to say, this is actually one of the elevator shafts. And seemingly there's a vent that you have to crawl through there and fall into a tunnel. Then after you fall through that tunnel, this is when you start running up that shaft that leads you towards that room. And I probably believe I'll stop the video from here. And well, we'll see later on, see for the next of the steps, as I gotta be live streaming the rest of the steps on the way. But before that, we'll take one good look and see if anything had updated. Nope, not yet, but probably in a couple of minutes it probably would, but alright, I'll see you later. Probably we're gonna continue on with the Feltwinter Slice quest. And I'm probably gonna even report more about it. But I'll start the next vlog if it is done. And I'm probably gonna give it by the end of the day, or maybe early morning tomorrow, to get this done on the community quest step. But that'll be all for today, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.